Hey guys, DJ here with Next Level Coaching, and today we are watching a replay of an Innistrad block match, the token mirror match. I'm piloting uh, the black-white splash green token deck, and my opponent is, I believe he's black-white tokens. We of course win the die roll and we're going to play first. Alright, so our first hand was a bunch of junk and we mulligan. And this 6-card hand is reasonable. We have a Sever and all lands. We're not happy about it, but not a whole lot you can do. Like, we're on the play, we don't really want to mulligan to 5. Sever is one of the more powerful cards in this matchup, so I decide to keep it. And we're going to hope we draw more spells than lands at this point. So our first draw is the Midnight Haunting, which is just quite amazing. Like, we always want Midnight Haunting. And our opponent has one land. So our opponent must have kept the one lander, which bodes very well for our keep. So here we're going to Midnight Haunting, and follow it up with a Garruk, and we're going to be able to protect our Garruk. And our opponent has Intangible Virtue, so his tokens are going to be bigger than ours, which isn't very fun. And in this matchup, like, one of the more important cards is Ray of Revelation. And also being able to stick Planeswalkers are very, very important. Like, being able to resolve them and keep them in play for multiple turns usually leads to game wins. So, especially this Garruk in this matchup, because the 2/2 Wolves are just so powerful. And, like, if your opponent does happen to have main deck curse and 6/1 against you, you know, your Wolves live through one curse, so. And he has a Lingering Soul, so we're not too happy about that. But we have Vault, so things are okay for us. So we can keep popping out Wolves, and oh, our opponent's going to double block and trade a Wolf for a Spirit. This is very good for us. We're happy about it. He wouldn't have made that play if we played Vault first, which is why we didn't play the Vault first. So now we get to play the Vault and make a Wolf. And here in our opponent's spot, this is very bad for him. We're always blocking and vaulting in this spot. There's no reason not to. And we don't want to double block and vault because we want to keep that Spirit around to be able to block when he flashes back or something like that. This matchup is a slow grinding control matchup, and you have to get the most mileage out of all your cards, which is why resolving a Planeswalker and untapping with the Planeswalker is so important in this matchup, because they just give you incredible amounts of advantage. You know, making 2/2s every turn and whatnot, and Sorin making the lifelinking vampires and being able to emblem and whatnot is just so powerful turn after turn after turn. Unfortunately, neither of their ultimates do a whole lot in this match, but so here, this is standard attack. We're fine attacking like this. And we're going to make the Wolf, and then if he battles, we are going to Ray him, I'd imagine, to keep our Garruk alive. To double Ray and just trade with one of his spirits. And he's severing our Wolves. Okay, this is getting good for us. We aren't happy that he has Sever, but we are happy that he got a Wolf with it, because our Garruk's definitely going to be sticking around, and unfortunately it won't be making 2/2 Wolves anymore, it'll just be 1/1s, but oh well. So yeah, here we go. We block first and then double Ray. It doesn't matter in this situation, but in other situations they might have something where, so like, you have to block first before you Ray, because like if they have Tragic Slip and you Ray before you block, they're going to Tragic Slip your guy so you don't get to block. Whereas if you block first, the guy's already been assigned as a blocker and you prevent the damage that he would deal this turn. Alright, so our opponent's got 3 cards in hand. He's not doing a whole lot. We're drawing more land than we'd like to, but at least we're going to be able to flash back our Sever when we want to cast it. And this is a spot where I want to wait and try and get more value out of Sever, because it's just a huge blowout all the time whenever you have it, and you want to get maximum value out of it, because it's really amazing in these matchups. And so our Garruk gets whacked and goes down to 1. But we're okay with that. We draw a Curse. Curse is reasonable here, but we definitely want to Sever his Spirit, because if he does happen to have a Curse, or if he does happen to have Rare Revelation and kills our Curse if we play the Curse, then our Garruk's dying, and we don't want our Garruk to die. So this is always a Sever spot. If I can actually figure out how to tap my mana ever. So maybe he'll block, so we have to battle first. Unfortunately, he doesn't. But that's to be expected. So we get to Sever his Spirit. He's got 2 cards in hand, and a Sever in his graveyard. We still have a Garruk that keeps making these 1/1s that are very hard to beat. And he's got another Lingering Souls, which is semi-frustrating, but we luckily rip our Lingering Souls. So we're going to be able to Lingering Souls and Vault, if I'm not mistaken, this turn. And we have Garruk that's still pumping out the Wolves. And I would say this is a very bad spot for him, since he can't actually punch through our defenses, and our Planeswalker just keeps, making more and more Wolves. And that's, he had another Sever there that he hard cast, so that's 2 Sever he's had to waste on Wolf tokens. And we're keeping our Garruk alive, and we are in a very, very good spot here in this game. And we draw a Sorin, so I would imagine that since we can play our Sorin and protect it, this should be pretty much the game. Like, being able to untap with multiple Planeswalkers in play is pretty absurd. And now he just can't actually punch through our defenses again, and we're going to start churning out both Vampires and Wolves. And I believe he concedes shortly. Yeah, there's the concession.